Welcome, 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 everyone. This is Tracy Una Wagner with Versatile Inspirations and the Lightworkers and Earth Angels Academy and Study Hall. And this is the weekly energy foresight for January 25th through the 31st. We have moved through January, and boy, has it been just completely packed full of things. And just like the rest of January, we've been picking cards from the Psychic Tarot, and that is by John Holland. And this week's card is Passion Ignited. And the message that came through with this card is, this week, you will feel the benefits of the last 4 weeks combined. You are beginning to sense just what your new you is here in this new world to do. And you can feel that drive to create a heart-centered project. You'll know what it is that you are being called to do because it will pull you into that beautiful space of all-encompassing feeling of pure joy and true bliss. Enjoy the beginning of your new journey. So if you have had kind of some inkling of what you were meant to do in this new world, you'll have no more ifs, ands, or buts about it this week. For this full week, you're going to feel like everything that you've been thinking is just being manifest in your reality easily and effortlessly. So you may get some symbols, some guidance, just some words or thoughts of what needs to be done. And the universe is asking us to take action, to really feel into that. Now, if you're not really sure, trust me, you've probably been getting some intuitive hits and maybe just kind of brushing them off. Not sure if you are really meant to be doing whatever work it's meant that's coming to you. Now, it's interesting. I've been hearing a lot of people who were into the spiritual world, like did readings and things like that. I've heard a lot of those people have actually gone into working in a physical kind of capacity, doing work that they're being called to do, whether that's volunteering for a cause, going into the workforce, into something completely different. And I've been hearing a lot of people who were actually in that kind of maybe mind kind of work, that doing physical labor, that actually are starting to feel into their heart space and thinking they're called to do something else. It's very interesting. And we need both to make this world go round. We need both sets of skills, those that work with their mind, with their hands, those that work with their thoughts, their ability to connect with other realms, their heart space, their intuition, and being able to guide people in that way as well. Healers and light workers, as well as plumbers and electricians and contractors. We need all of these people to make the world go round. And we're being called in different ways at different times. Now, some people may kind of poo-poo the idea of having to go into or wanting to go into or feeling driven to go into different workforces. But that's where this card comes in. Passion ignited. It's not something that you can necessarily control. It's just something that you are really passionate about, something that is driving you forward, something that is calling to you. That is your purpose, your new purpose and your new world. And it especially see how that passion just kind of really ignites in her chest area, in her chakra, her heart chakra. It is just creating that space of being driven forward, having that passion and being driven forward. And the cards that came through for midweek and end week are just as interesting because it really kind of feels into that whole idea of your purpose, your passion ignited. So for midweek and end week, I picked the cards through angel heart sigils, and these are mystical symbols from the Angels of Atlantis. I love these cards. They're by Stuart Pearce, and the illustrations are done by Richard Crooks. And it's just a beautiful card deck, and it has some very interesting, I almost want to say it's like that Atlantean language coming through. It's very light language oriented, it feels to me, and so it really speaks on that level, that realm level. So for the midweek, which is the 25th through the 28th, it's all about Archangel Haniel, and it's called Victory. Now, with that passion, look at the color of this card. It's all with that red and orange. The light that's shining from this person really reflects to me that idea of moving forward in a light type of way. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to go in a spiritual way. That doesn't mean that you have to go into working with your intuition, although I really feel in this new world, we are relying on that. But it could mean that you're working with your intellect, you're working with that your hands, you're doing a more active type of work where you're doing the labor intensive type of things. But it's on a new journey. And if you see their victory, moving forward, standing there, really taking all of what you are meant to be doing in for that victory lap. Archangel Haniel's name means glory of God, and that beautiful aura, that golden white auric field that's around that person really kind of signifies that glory of God, that even though it's passion, it's that glory that's shining through for that victory. What Haniel is coming through to really say through this card, I believe, is there's a radical commitment to the new way of being. There is a radicalness to accepting your new you, a new self. And there's even a radicalness to accepting this new world. There is a difference about it. We need to be open to it and really move through it with the grace and the glory of the divine. And when we do that, we can really sense the victory at hand, especially when it really lies within each of us to sense what it is we need to do. It is scary, especially if we're being drawn to and asked to do something completely out of the norm. But take a moment to really assess what that is for you personally. Can you do it? Is there's something that is keeping you from moving forward with that? Assess that. And almost that man standing there, just really looking out. Assess your that whole scenario. Don't focus on one particular aspect, but take in the whole sight. What does it mean for you? What could it mean for you if you really allowed that passion to be ignited and for you to go forward with that? You'll probably sense that throughout this first part through the midweek, which is Thursday, and that is the 28th. You may really feel into that, because if you're scared to move forward, just allow yourself to sit with it. And if it's not right for you, find out what truly is, what truly makes your heart passionate, what really ignites that passion for you. And then try and figure out how you can achieve that. And it could be baby steps, because I'm really seeing like mid-year, like June, July, August are really times when we're going to really sense that complete shift into what it is that you're here to do. So what are the baby steps that you can actually achieve into getting to that point of igniting that passion? Ignite the passion, and then find out what your true passion, where it lies, and that way you can step boldly knowing that that passion is going to drive you into acknowledging your and manifesting your true self. All right, for end week, which is the 28th through the 31st, so that's Thursday through Sunday, the card that came through was Zaphkiel and it's delight. This is interesting too, because Zaphkiel is known as the sacred lover. So as you can see, the birth of Venus there. But look at the card as well. Here, we're getting into that very reddish color, that reddish orangish color. There's a lot of that passion, that sacred passion, that lover that just is there as well, that passion being ignited in this card as well. So this card also talks about invoking the sheer delight of unconditional love into your life. So that idea of passion doesn't have to be just purely on a physical level. That passion can be that unconditional love that you can show to life. And I know that sounds kind of funny because a lot of times we're very judgmental, even if we try not to be. But when we take the opportunity to realize that our true passion, our true soul's journey, our life purpose can be an act of unconditional love, it can actually bring forth such a purity, such the divineness from within that we were meant to deliver here on earth, that it is almost us delivering that our own unconditional love to the planet, to the people, to the environment, nature, the animals, whatever it is that you're called to do. You can bring that sense of passion as well as that unconditional love within your sphere, within your purpose, your journey here on Mother Gaia in this lifetime. So just know that even though it's passion ignited or a sacred lover or even the glory of God, just know there is that divineness, that unconditional love that we bring about from our soul self through our spirit self that still resides in spirit here on earth. And we can really tap into that and take this week to really sense what it is. Maybe figure out some baby steps that you can go through, tiny goals or tiny little steps that you can go through that will actually help you to achieve what it is that you're truly, truly desiring to do, especially this year. All right, so a great week. And Rosie, your card is Archangel Gabriel, and it's illumination. Look at the beautiful lantern that is being illuminated. And as such, it's bringing the people to it. Now, I look at this card and have a sense that you're that lantern, and people are being drawn to you. Allow that to happen. I know it's kind of hard here in the pandemic for people to really get out and about, especially if you're on lockdown, and that's a difficult thing. But just know that there may be people coming to you that need some help, some guidance, messages, information, and you're that light for them. And just be open to giving them maybe just a little bit of you. Allow them the opportunity to hold space with you. And that can be a giving and receiving of energy as well. It doesn't have to be all you giving. It can be that giving and receiving in that infinite way. Don't feel like you have to give and not get anything. Know that you can receive just as much as you give out. Now, the card actually also came through as something a little different, but that was my interpretation of it. Now, this may resonate with you as well in a different way, and so it may go between the two. So as Archangel Gabriel, you probably know, Gabriel is considered the messenger of God, and in such, he offers the ability of creativity. So you may be called to do more creative things, and that may be your way of connecting with others, is through your creativity. But this also says it feels feel the illumination from Archangel Gabriel in the place within you that may feel pain, that may feel there's a shadow there, or there is not a light. Shine Archangel Gabriel's illumination, his beautiful, beautiful light. Allow Archangel Gabriel to reside there, to allow that his beautiful illumination in those areas that you feel pain, or you're feeling restriction, or you're feeling just like a shadow or an emptiness. Just allow his illumination to shine in that space, and just whether it's within you or it's in your space, allow his illumination, even see his illumination shining forth, and allow yourself to be illuminated with it. And that will actually help to lift any burdens, any despair, any pain, anything that is unlike your true self, anything that is not feeling 100%. Just allow his illumination to shine and just revel in that. It's a beautiful time to allow that to happen, especially with this week, with being involved with that sacred power, that sacredness of illumination, that sacredness of your soul's purpose, your soul's journey, your life purpose, that passion of your true self to be ignited. This is a great time for you to just shine forth or be shined upon by Archangel Gabriel. Either way, just know that you are encompassed by Archangel Gabriel's beautiful illumination, and he is there for you at all times. All you have to do is ask for him to shine his light brighter, for you to be able to feel his illumination. Whatever it is that you're needing, call on Archangel Gabriel. He seems to be with you at this time this week. So just call on him at any time for anything. It doesn't matter. If he feels another being or another archangel, ascended master, God, goddess is your ticket to feeling better, then he will call on them for you. So just know that you are surrounded and illuminated by Archangel Gabriel this week. All right. So everyone, take care. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you for February 1st reading next Monday. And as always, I'm sending you and yours love, light, and eternal blessings. Take care.